message as we wind down on the conversation. We'll take a look at the fallout of the Southwest Congress of the People's Democratic Party, and that's because there were issues of thuggery, there were issues of manipulations and even violence just for a Southwest Congress. And then people are actually even wondering, is the PDP even ready to contest and stand as an opposition party for Nigerians in 2023? We're back in just a moment as we continue talking about issues of national interest. Stay with us, we're right back.
May have laid to rest the internal wrangling within the fold of the People's Democratic Party in the Southwest, following the declaration of the former governor for Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, that Governor Seyi Makinde remained the leader of the party in the region.
We should not, particularly those who are our supporters, those who are our lovers, do not continue to wedge in between us.
The declaration was, however, followed by a peaceful and keenly contested election for the position of the vice chairman of the party between Edi Olafeso and Taufik Arapaja, contrary to speculation in some quarters. Both Makinde and Fayose, prior to the election, had in their separate remarks declared their readiness to accept the outcome of the election, no matter the situation.
I will accept the outcome, and I will work with them.
You're welcome back. This is Editors Forum. Unfortunately, we can't take all of that reports, but let's run through your messages very quickly before we get to talk about this Southwest Congress. This one is from Christiana in Lagos. It says, the president saying continuity, there is nothing wrong with the word, as it is just simply means he would continue with leading the nation, handling the affairs of the nation, so the president is right with his word, quote, continuity. Okay. Someone else here from Brennan Kebi, Mr. Jalili says, to me the word continuity, as mentioned by Mr. President while fielding questions from newsmen on his arrival from abroad, is pregnant with negative meanings for Nigerians. What it means is that we should expect more rises in the general cost of living, increase in fuel prices that would trigger another wild wave of inflation, and the country continuous sabotage of the country's refineries so that they won't work and the masses to be at the mercy of petroleum marketers. We will never want an end to the era of the import of refined petroleum products. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Another person here says, continuity may mean progression in errors, insecurity, abductions, kidnapping, killings, hunger, impunity, strikes, unemployment, lopsided appointments, calls for secession, borrowing, media gags, social media regulations, farmers, headers, clash, jailbreaks, etc. And that's from Eric. Thank you so much, Eric, for your thoughts. Indeed. All right, let's see. This one says, my name is Ishaku Kogi. The closed door session should be considered no discussion for Nigerians. We have nothing to accept from the closed door. Legislative session was on, you called for a pause and you want us to accept this? He or she says no. This one says the presidents have failed Nigerian people, insecurity everywhere. Any leader that doesn't honor his word, okay, people are, okay, well, I'm trying not to scrutinize that. All right, so I'm not sure we can take any more, but guys, just before, maybe in 5 minutes or less, the PDP Southwest Congress. Even though the reports we played earlier talked about a peaceful atmosphere, but there were issues of thuggery, political thuggery, there were issues of violence, there were issues of manipulation, which is common to how we play politics in this era. I mean, I was listening to Ayo Fayose on one of the national television, one of our sister stations, and he made a lot of revelations. I wish I could bring him here, but he made a lot of revelations. But let's get your thoughts and reactions to what played out in Oshogbo, the Osun State capital. Your thoughts, please, Sunday and Victor?
Yeah, I think the significant figure there was Ayo Fayose, because there has been this issue of who is the leader, PDP leader in Southwest, between him and Makinde, and they managed to resolve that before the Congress. Now, before the Congress, there was also an issue. The Congress was to hold at Ibadan. Ayo Fayose protested and said he's not secured.
He wanted Abeokuta.
He wanted Abeokuta, and the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, said Lagos. Then the PDP leadership now said Osogbo. And it's the PDP, so they both agreed. Now, not one.
There's a court order.
Yeah, okay, even though there was a court order, yes. Now, not one thing, because our politicians don't have the attitude of accepting defeat. Whatever it is, if I don't lose, that process is not transparent. And even after I made an effort to scuttle the process and I didn't succeed, that is what is playing out there. Now, when they wait for that contest, even some people were able, because I was monitoring live.
Right.
Somebody was there and he was just tweeting live. Right. And I was surprised that even the candidate of the governor could win with narrow margin, with all their preparations, which means that the candidate of the other man, Fayose, also did well in mobilizing the people to get sufficient support. So it was a narrow escape. The one, you can't say the PDP is not prepared. They had similar Congress in South, the Niger Delta. It was very peaceful. Even at that, it was even the former executives that they returned, executive members, that they reformed, and they were successful. So I think it's just the competition between the governor and the Fayose. And Fayose should not forget, when he was governor, he was leader. So now a governor is that the governor should be leader, because he's not a governor. Others who were not governor, we're not leaders, why he was a governor.
Victor, who is the leader, in your opinion?
Well, the sitting governor will always be the leader. So as it is at the presidential, at the federal level, the president is the leader of the party. There's no any other leader anywhere. But the one thing that we should thank the PDP for is that no life was lost. There's no record of any life that was lost. And that is what should be expected. That is what we want.
But there were some arrests made by the
yes, if arrest is made,
there were some threats issued to at Fayose. There was a video, a viral video of threats.
If arrests were made, it's better than for somebody being killed.
Right.
We heard of, I think there was a congress of one party the other time, I don't want to mention this, whereby about 3-4 persons were killed. Just conducting congress, not a pure election.
Okay.
But this one now, no life was lost. So that one is good. And we should not forget the fact that we cannot, there's no election in Nigeria that there will be no thuggery. Why? Because of the much money they have in politics. These people that have won the election as a vice now, it's not with empty hands. A vice chairman of a party in a region, it's a big office whereby money will be coming in. So that is why there are always wranglings and crises.
All right, gentlemen, we have to go now. But Emmanuel, let's hear your thoughts about the Congress, because of course we also have the North Central and Northwest Congress, the one that played out in Kaduna where you are. I think you were there. What do you make of what played out last week?
The North would always find a way to resolve its political crisis. I would rather want to talk about what happened in the Southwest, and I share the opinion of those in the studio that the PDP really surprised a lot of people, because if you read the papers and if you watch TV, you will see that many people predicted nothing but apocalypse. But with that commitment by Ayo Fayose and then Makinde, which for me, both of them are leaders in the Southwest. While Ayo Fayose is the unofficial leader, I think by virtue of office, Makinde should be the official leader in the Southwest. They can work together and they have demonstrated that. And for me, you see, the important thing that Nigerians should know is that a good opposition is very useful for governance. Very, very important. And truly, PDP has not lived up to the expectation of many Nigerians in the way that they did their opposition, or they have been doing their opposition since 2015. assuming it was up to me, I would have made APC eternal opposition in this country, because they were far more useful as in very effective, productive in their opposition than they are now in governance. So you would see South, it was peaceful, Southwest peaceful. It will follow that trend by the grace of God, because it is in our interest as Nigerians that we should have a healthy political party in the opposition, a major one doing the opposition that we desire for the government, for the party in power to do the right thing. Kaduna, it was a shame. It was a shame that people would be cutting themselves and be fighting one another because of.
Thank you so much for speaking with us, Emmanuel Zaka, Kaduna Public Affairs Analyst. We'd like to thank you most kindly for sharing your thoughts with us on Editors Forum. I thought I could probably ask you what your plans are for the weekend, but I'm not sure we can do that. But have a great weekend, Emmanuel.
Because Kaduna now, I don't want to be taken. I will be inside. Hopefully, I will be alive again to next week.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Emmanuel. Yeah. Victor, on Sunday, in 6 seconds or less, maybe 20 each, and then plans for the weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Do we still have plans in this country? Whatever plans you are put in place, the government ways of life and policy will just scatter it. Before you know it now, they can increase the fuel price again now. At the end of the day, will not be able to do what they have planned for. So, that really, well, we are looking onto the face of God for now.
All right, Sunday.
We just keep,
family.
I'm definitely going to watch whatever football is going to be done this weekend.